How about all the order followers and enforcers of this slavery system called government, like the military? And I don't care which branch of the military it is. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, National Guard, doesn't matter. Let's go back to other agents of government real quick. Include park service in that. Include meter people in that. Meter maids, park service people, all of them. Anybody supporting government in any capacity. Okay? And then you have the strong arm of the government. For the people that don't want to come into line, you have the military and the police. The enforcers of man's law, of men and women who think they're God on earth. Okay? Enforcing their dictates. Because that's all these order following dogs are. No respect for them. No one should have any respect for them. Have respect for people who fought as members of a militia to actually conquer tyranny. That's what I have respect for. That's a real fighting force. Not organized by a government, bonded in their mutual respect for human freedom is the only fighting force I have any respect for. Okay? That's not the United States government. That's not any state's government. Okay? Anywhere on the earth. That's not any nation's government. Okay? The concept of militia, as put forward in the Second Amendment, is all about a fighting force of the people, fighting for their individual rights to be protected, coming together and bringing their well-maintained regimen of weaponry and tactics together in military style with military-grade weaponry to fight tyranny. Not this shit. This is called stealing resources from other countries that the sick, demented, psychopathic politicians in the United States tell them to go and seize. Like all the poppy fields of Afghanistan. How about that is one of the main aspects that this job entails. Securing the raw materials for the life-destroying hard drugs that are brought in here to the United States and refined in factories here in the United States. Harvested in Afghanistan, flown in to the East Coast of the United States, processed in East Coast factories to be distributed out through the rest of the middle land, U.S., West Coast, all over the whole U.S., and hook people on, into the opioid epidemic that we have, whether it be done through the black market or whether it be done through legalized death drugs called opioids, which is a complete epidemic in this country. Epidemic levels. Okay? It's pandemic levels, not just epidemic levels. It's everywhere throughout our society like a plague. And these are the people making it possible. Okay? I'm all for putting any substance you want in your body. But let me tell you something. The kind of dangerous addiction and death that is caused by, hard opioid addiction, it's gone up by 1,000% since we've been in Afghanistan. And it's not just that. It's what these people do militaristically, like the barbarians that they are, following any orders they're given to kill any civilians that they're told to kill, invading other countries. These are invaders, is what they are. They're invaders. You want to put your skill toward serving humanity, learn natural law and teach it to other people. That's how you're going to bring about tremendous change in the world for the better. Not by going and following orders and wielding a weapon at somebody's face because you were told to. These people don't have any real conscience. They're joke followers that don't have any real courage either. They think they're such big bad men. You're little boys that don't know how to think for yourself, and you want other people to do your thinking for you. That's what you are. And there's nothing more sad or fucking pathetic than that. That's the most sad fucking pathetic form of life that there is on this planet, folks. I don't care who I offend by saying that. Get as offended as you want. Get as offended as you like. If you're involved in the military in any capacity, you're an immoral person, and you are partaking in wrong livelihood. Absolutely not part of right livelihood. You want to train with weaponry like that? Organize a true militia that is in keeping with the ideals of the American Revolution and why militias came together at that time to fight oppressors that were oppressing us, on this land. Understand the difference between, following orders as part of being a lapdog for a government or any nation in the world, and really being part of a true fighting force that's really fighting for freedom. You're telling people you're fighting for their freedom. You're doing no such thing. Never have been and never will. Okay? So stop lying to yourself. Again, this fits directly in line with the first step of a cult initiation. Right livelihood's directly related to that first step of initiation, because for us to understand whether something's in right livelihood or not, we have to stop lying to ourselves. And that's what too many damn people are still doing. They can't look themselves in the mirror and tell the truth about what they're involved in. Or even if it makes them uncomfortable, they don't want to take the action to change it. Because they're too worried about, the short-term suffering that might result from me not having this job. All insignificant next to the damage you're doing to other people and the damage you're doing to your own soul. So if you're honest with yourself about those dynamics, you'd step out of that role and you wouldn't do that behavior anymore. And you'd find right livelihood.